Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the Brawl Beatdown, where we will be covering the return of the King, King Kenrith, as a Brawl commander. Color selection: Abzan with a single pip of red. The thought process here is that while Kenrith is a 5-color commander and is buildable how you choose, the mana bases have taken a hit with rotation, and green must be a staple. Knight synergy tends to be white-black-red, or white-black-green. Aristocrat effects are solidly black, and our taxes, we are the king after all, tend to be in white. Creature package: Knights. A king must have his knights, and these ones shown will have extended synergies throughout our deck. Notable all-stars in this list include, but are not limited to, Midnight Reaper, Murderous Rider, Knight of Autumn, and Worthy Knight. There is a sub-aristocrats theme as well, with Corpse Knight, the adventure mode of Smitten Swordmaster, and the not-shown Cruel Celebrant that is also in the 59. Packages continued: Ramp and Fixing. A staple of any commander in Brawl deck, our mana requirements have to cover our 4-color bases. Notable all-stars here are Golos, Arcane Signet, Chromatic Lantern, and the proven commander card Smothering Tithe. We also have a slight gate synergy package to be further explained. In addition to covering our mana base, the needed addition of gates grants us some all-star cards in the form of Archway Angel, a handy 16 life bump for one of our win conditions, Happily Ever After, and Gates Ablaze. Mid to late game, they serve to activate Golos. Packages continued: Smaller synergies. Token generation. Mid to late game, these cards serve as mana sinks for increased efficiency and board presence. Ethereal Absolution and Circle of Loyalty also double as anthem effects, with also an aristocrat sub-theme. The inclusion of these cards can generate increased grind value as you build your board state. Packages continued: Win conditions. The cards listed here are your primary heavy hitters. Dawn of Hope, Outlaw's Merriment, and the Circle of Loyalty are low-cost token generators to generate board advantage. Liliana and Vraska fulfill a couple roles as both removal, token generators, and win conditions. And our last package, Happily Ever After, synergizes immediately with Sphinx of the Guild Pact. Late game, assuming you're above your starting life total through Dawn of Hope, your aristocrat synergy, gate synergy, and a decent graveyard, it becomes a 1-turn clock with decent protection. The land base. The land base is Abzan focused. The 3 red pips are included due to gate synergy and the casting cost of Outlaw's Merriment. The singular blue pip on Simic Guildgate is fetchable solely for Kenrith's card draw ability. Your all-stars here are Command Tower, Plaza of Harmony, Castle Ardenvale, and Lochthwain. As for a wildcard cost, this deck will cost you 5 mythic wildcards, 25 rare wildcards, 9 uncommon wildcards, and 17 common wildcards. For a final deck overview, this is my first initial build of Kenrith, and is reasonably greedy and value-orientated as one can manage in my opinion. In the future, I wouldn't mind exploring a more Mardu equipment-styled build. We do not know what is quite optimal yet. As always, it comes down to player choice and taste, and my suggestions, while I believe they are well thought out and intended to be a primer, are simply that, suggestions. If anything, hopefully it has delivered value to you as a jumping off point to build your own, or simply copy and paste and change it as you please. Because that, my friends, is magic as Richard Garfield intended. Thank you for your time and consideration, and if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Peacecraft, and this has been the initial episode of the Brawl Beatdown.